Why does it never seem convenient to work out? Group sports all day. For me, it's friend time, exercise, and honestly, just easier to schedule. But an actual workout, later always seems like a better time. Until later comes, then earlier actually seemed like it was a better time after all. If you're anything like me, today we're talking about why you should work out in the morning. Let's go. Are you too busy to prep healthy meals? Do you feel self-conscious about your body and your clothes not fitting right, but you don't have time to work out? Does your life feel unorganized and messy? Do you wish you had routines and habits that made health simple, even with your busy schedule? I know, I've been there. Hi, I'm Shannon Marquita, and no one ever really taught me how to eat healthy. I didn't know anything about nutrition, so I found myself eating whatever was easy, which definitely impacted my energy, weight, and focus. That's why I created this podcast, to show you that through healthy habits and time management, you can know you're doing health right. So stop scrolling social, clicking the ads, and buying all the things. Let's grab our Americano and pop in our AirPods. It's time to solve the real problem together. Welcome home. A fresh start awaits. Working out in a lot of ways is one more thing on the to-do list. It's good for us, we know the health benefits, but it just never seems to be convenient. I'm going to tell you a true story of the last few months of my life. I'm not proud of it, but I'm going to share it so that somewhere in the story, if you can relate, today's episode is especially going to be helpful. I have been trying to fit my workout into a uniform spot in my schedule for a few months now. When I say a few months, I don't mean one or two. I mean probably since early this year, like January, February. I tried mornings, but I always felt like I was running late. I tried afternoons, but would forget my clothes, or it got late quickly and all of a sudden it was the evening. I tried nighttime, but then I wouldn't get to walk my dog, or I was staying up later than usual and it was affecting my sleep and mornings. After months, legit months, it's embarrassing to admit, I kept looking at my schedule and habits and finally realized, you know what? There's no perfect time. I looked at routines I already have in place and decided that for me, in this season, the best time to fit a workout in consistently with ease is the morning. If you haven't heard of or tried habit stacking, this is what helped me in order to create this new routine. Go back and listen to episode 2. It's called What is Habit Stacking and How to Use It to Increase Your Productivity and Consistently Get More Done, because that is exactly what I did here. Normally in the mornings, I wake up early, I make up my Americano, and then I sit in bed for a bit or on the sofa and I drink it and enjoy just a few minutes of calmness and quiet before jumping into everything that the day holds. But I asked myself, is this a good use of my time? And honestly, the answer is both yes and no. I genuinely enjoy this time. So I didn't cut it, but I shifted it. Instead, now I wake up, I make my energize and hydrate, I drink it while I get changed, and then I go straight to the garage to work out. Before I have time to talk myself out of it. Before the day fills all the empty spaces and I don't have time or I'm just completely exhausted. I drink my pre-workout and hydrate while I'm getting dressed so it starts to kick in and it preps me even more to be ready. Movement in the morning is so important. It gets blood flowing, it releases positive endorphins, and it's just all around good for both our brain and our body. Plus, by getting it done first thing, you're already setting yourself up for success. You're doing one of the hardest things first. If you have never read that book, Eat That Frog, it's doing the hard things first. Don't look at your to-do list and do the easy things. Go ahead and get those lingering big projects or tasks out of the way so they're done and move on. Excuses and obstacles will always come. Do it anyway. The more I study high achievers, the more I realize one of the main things that is the separator isn't talent, it's a characteristic. And you know what it is? It's self-discipline. It's the ability to do what you don't want to do. You're doing it anyways, and you're doing it consistently because you know you should. Currently, I'm getting up 30 minutes earlier. My workout program is structured. I know exactly what to do from start to finish. Minimal brain power is required. I just need to show up and push play. It's 20 minutes, 5 days a week, with additional options if I'm feeling a little more hardcore or for some reason I have extra time, which I have no idea what that is lately. It's a mixture of cardio and weights. So now, instead of waking up, having some quiet time with my Americano, I wake up, I get ready for my workout. Some days I rock some dry shampoo when necessary. I make my shake to go, so I still drink it on my drive. And then once I get to the office, I have my Americano. Nothing got cut. It simply got shifted. And existing habits stacked with new ones in order to help this flow and for this new habit to stick. To avoid excuses, running out of time, help with blood flow, mental stamina, and overall good health, you need to work out in the morning before the day risks going completely crazy and all the stress and to-dos potentially take over. You need to control what you can, you need to be intentional, and you need to practice consistent self-discipline. Working out in the morning is the number one thing that you should do right now and change in your routine. If there's absolutely no way you can, that's fine. There are seasons. Trust me, this past season has been completely nuts and my workouts have been completely sporadic. But you need to take control of your day and your schedule. And one of the best ways to do that is to work out first thing in the morning. Take control of the day. Do the hardest thing first. Show yourself that you show up and that you can do hard things and get it out of the way. Get that blood flowing, get some extra energy, and realize it's not necessarily that you need to cut something from your schedule. You might just need to shift things around. The time is there. How we use it is what's important. Come on over and hop in our Facebook group. I would love to hear from you. What are you struggling with right now? Where are you working out? Have your workouts been consistent? Or are you like me these last few months, really most of the year, and they've been inconsistent? I want to hear from you. If you're struggling with where to put this in your schedule or what you can shift around, come grab one of my 60-minute healthy habit coaching sessions. We'll look at your schedule. We'll do a complete time audit. We'll brainstorm. We'll do tweaks all together so that you walk away with a tangible plan of how you can own your day and make the shifts that you need to see the change and the habits stick. I hope you're having a great week, and I will talk with you soon. Hey there. If this podcast helped, challenged, or inspired you in some way, I would love it if you'd do me a huge favor and leave me a review over on Apple Podcasts. It helps me to hear from you and know how this is best serving you. And go ahead and screenshot this and share it in your stories. Tag me at Shannon Marquita. That's ShannonMarqueta. And send it over to a friend in a text who is ready for healthy changes in her life too. Let her know that this episode might serve her as well. I am just so grateful for you and would love to hear from you. Come hang out and let's connect over in my Facebook group, bit.ly.com/afreshstart, or send me a message. I look forward to seeing you back here in a few days.